Well, I like to tell this story because my first trip to Ireland, my partner in the Kerry Boys uh, grew up in Ireland, and he was. I was asking him what I should bring for clothing because we weren't, we heard it's always cold and rainy. So he said, "Oh yeah, it's always cold and it's always rainy. You got to bring all sorts of warm clothes." So we brought jackets and long sleeve shirts, and we got there and we had 18 days, 1 day of rain, and it was 65 to 70 the entire time. So I had to actually buy T-shirts when I got there because I was dying of the heat.
What are you gonna
But
do?
anyway, to celebrate the traditional Ireland, I'm going to do start with a song called "A Walk in the Irish Rain." When the sun goes down on Dublin town, colors last for hours, oh. Lights come on and the night's a song and the streets all turn to gold. A gentle mist called Heaven's Kiss, like teardrops off an angel's wing. Don't you know you'll soothe your soul with a walk in the Irish rain? Oh, Catherine, take my hand, I got 3 pounds in change. Sing you songs of love again when I get too drunk to sing. We'll walk in the Irish rain. Evermore I've stepped ashore, my sailing days are over, oh. Bide my time and by your side, together we'll grow old. Put my sea bag in the bin and I brought these pretty flowers home. Kiss me, Kate, we'll celebrate before the bloom is done. Oh, Catherine, take my hand, I got 3 pounds in change. Sing your songs of love again when I get too drunk to sing. We'll walk in the Irish rain. Tinker and a tailor and a drunken old sailor, they all got together and started to play. Time stands still while I sing, we're still, we'll shout till the break of day. Little lady with a glass of stout, sipping it down till the foam runs out. To help her old man home again with a walk in the Irish rain. Oh, Catherine, take my hand, I got 3 pounds in change. Sing your songs of love again when I get too drunk to sing. We'll walk in the Irish rain. Oh, Catherine, take my hand, I got 3 pounds in change. Sing your songs of love again when I get too drunk to sing. We'll walk in the Irish rain. Oh, well, welcome everybody. It's great to see you all, or sort of see you all virtually. I'm going to try one thing. Hang on for a second. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. Trying to get a larger screen. There we go. Well, I hope everybody's doing well and enjoying this very interesting jump in weather. We've got last week was amazing, and then this week a little chillier. Although I have to say, I've been volunteering to collect maple syrup for Flanders Nature Center in Woodbury, and this has been very good maple syrup season. So anyway, but we're going to look forward with a song called "The Garden Song." How about that? Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. Well, pulling weeds and picking stones. Man is made of dreams and bones. Feel a need to grow my own, 'cause the time is close at hand. Grain for grain, sun and rain, find my way in nature's chain. Tune my body and my brain to the rhythm of the land. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. Plant your rows straight and long, temper them with prayer and song. Mother Earth will make you strong if you give her love and care. An old crow watches hungrily from a perch yonder tree. In my garden I'm as free from the feathered peacock there. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. Till the rain comes tumbling down. All right. Well, that gets us going into the spring a little there, and I've got to do a song called "The Whistling Gypsy." Now, a lot of people don't recognize it by the title, but the chorus goes "Addy-doo, addy-doo-da-day, addy-doo, addy-doo-da-day." For some reason, everybody knows this song, and I'm not sure why, but I'm going to find out one of these days by Googling it, but I always forget after the show. So anyway, if you feel like singing along, by all means, join in. Here we go. Whistling gypsy came over the hill, down near the valley so shady. He whistled and he sang till the greenwoods rang, and he won the heart of the lady. Addy-doo, addy-doo-da-day, addy-doo, addy-day. He whistled and he sang till the greenwoods rang, and he won the heart of the lady. He is no gypsy father dear, but lord of these lands all over. And I'm gonna stay till my dying days with my whistling gypsy rover. Addy-doo, addy-doo-da-day, addy-doo, addy-day. He whistled and he sang till the greenwoods rang, and he won the heart of the lady. Father saddled up his fastest steed and raised the valleys all over. He sought his daughter at great speed, and her whistling gypsy rover. Addy-doo, addy-doo-da-day, addy-doo, addy-day. He whistled and he sang till the greenwoods rang, he won the heart of the lady. Came at last to a mansion fine, down near the river Clady. There was music and there was wine, for the gypsy and his lady. Addy-doo, addy-doo-da-day, addy-doo, addy-day. He whistled and he sang till the greenwoods rang, and he won the heart of the lady. He is no gypsy father dear, but lord of these lands all over. over, and I'm gonna stay till I die in days with my whistling gypsy rover. Ah-dee-doo, ah-dee-doo, da-day, ah-dee-doo, ah-dee-day. He whistled and he sang till the green woods rang, and he won the heart of the lady. All right. Was anybody whistling? I got to learn how to whistle on that song. I probably should. Well, it's time to do a good old Irish pub song. This is a song called The Rambler Gambler, sometimes called The Moonshiner. If you feel like singing along, it's I'm a rambler, I'm a gambler, I'm a long way from home. If you don't like me, leave me alone. I'll eat when I'm hungry, I'll drink when I'm dry. If moonshine don't kill me, I'll live till I die. I'll start with the chorus, so we'll get some practice in. Here we go. I'm a rambler, I'm a gambler, I'm a long way from home. And if you don't like me, leave me alone. Eat when I'm hungry, I'll drink when I'm dry. And if moonshine don't kill me, I'll live till I die. Well, I've been the moonshiner for many's the year. Spent all my money on whiskey and beer. Going to some hollow, I'll set up my still, and I'll make you a gallon or a 10-shilling bill. I'm a rambler, I'm a gambler, I'm a long way from home. If you don't like me, then leave me alone. Eat when I'm hungry, I'll drink when I'm dry. And if moonshine don't kill me, I'll live till I die. I'll go to some hollow in this country, 10 gallons a wash, I can go on a spree. No women to follow, the world is all mine. Oh, I love them as well as I love the moonshine. I'm a rambler, I'm a gambler, I'm a long way from home. If you don't like me, leave me alone. I'll eat when I'm hungry, I'll drink when I'm dry. And if moonshine don't kill me, I'll live till I die. Oh, moonshine, dear moonshine, oh, how I love thee. You killed me, old father, but dare you try me. Bless all moonshiners and bless the moonshine. Oh, the breath is as sweet as the dew on the vine. I'm a rambler, I'm a gambler, I'm a long way from home. If you don't like me, leave me alone. Eat when I'm hungry, I'll drink when I'm dry. And if moonshine don't kill me, I'll live till I die. All right. Well, you know, Irish music is also known for beautiful ballads, and we haven't done one yet, so it's probably time. Let's see. I'm gonna do. Oh, the summertime is coming, and the leaves are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go, and we'll all go together in the wild mountain time, all around blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? will build my love a bower beyond pure crystal fountain, and on it I will pile all the flowers of the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go, and we'll all go together, keep a wild mountain time all around the blue-bed heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Will you go, lassie, go? Oh, that's a beautiful song. I love that one. Well, you know, there are also an awful lot of silly songs in Irish music. And we're going to do one about an Irish wake. Now, there's several songs about Irish wakes. And I have not done this one this year yet, so I'm going to do a different one. Usually I would do Tim Finnegan's Wake, which is a lot of fun. But this is a one called The Night That Paddy Murphy Died. Oh, the night that Paddy Murphy died was a night I'll never forget. All the lads got roaring drunk and some ain't sober yet. As long as the bottle was passed around, the lads were feeling gay. Till O'Leary came with the bagpipes, some music for to play. Mrs. Murphy in the corner was pouring out her grief to Kelly and the lads, those dirty, rotten thieves. They crept into the anteroom and a bottle of liquor stole. They put the bottle on the corpse to keep the liquor cold, and that's how they showed their respects to Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and a shame, and they winked at one another. And everything in the wake house with the night Pat Murphy died. Well, at 2 o'clock in the morning, some blue-eyed dirty scamp wrote upon the coffin lid, "Herein lies a tramp." They stopped the clock so Mrs. Murphy couldn't tell the time. And at 3:15, they told her it was 9. Then the whole damn gang got married and didn't give a thread. Mrs. Murphy said she'd wished that all the gang were dead. Of all the sights I ever saw that filled my heart with fear, they took the ice right off the corpse and put it in the beer. And that's how they showed their respects to Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and a shame, winked at one another, and everything in the wake house went the night Pat Murphy died. Well, later in the morning, the funeral left the house. Everyone except poor old Mrs. Murphy was half soused. We made the stop along the way at the Blarney Stone Saloon. We went in there at 9 o'clock and didn't leave till noon. Then someone asked old Mulligan if anyone had died. Well, he says, "I'm not quite sure, I just came for the ride." We all left for the graveyard, all walking in a line. But when we got to the grave, we found we'd left the corpse behind. And that's how they showed their respects to Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was sin and a shame, and they winked at one another. And everything in the wake house with the night Pat Murphy died. Yes, everything in the wake house went the night Pat Murphy died. Oh, there you go. Well, it's about time to do a couple of Scottish songs too, and I get to play a little harmonica for you. Now, my last name is Campbell, so I'm part Scottish, and I do own a kilt. It's kind of hard to wear it at a virtual concert because you have to be so far back to see it that you don't really see the artist all that well. So I decided not to wear it today. Sorry for those of you who are excited to see me in a kilt. But I'm going to do a song about the kilt. This is a song called Donald, Where's Your Trousers? Let the wind blow high, let the wind go low. Through the streets in the kilt I go. All the lassies say hello. Donald, where's your trousers? Let the wind blow high, wind blow low. Through the streets in the kilt I go. All the lassies say hello. Donald, where's your trousers? Just got down from the Isle of Skye. I'm not very big and awfully shy. Lassie says I go by. Donald, where's your trousers? Let the wind blow high, wind blow low. Through the streets in my kilt I go. All the lassies say hello. Donald, where's your trousers? I went down to London town to have a little fun on the underground. Lassies turn their heads around saying, Donald, where's your trousers? Let the wind blow high, wind blow low. Through the streets in the kilt I go. All the lassies say hello. Donald, where's your trousers? I went to a fancy ball and it was slippery in the hall. I was afraid that I might fall cause I didn't have on me trousers. Let the wind blow high, wind blow low. Through the streets in the kilt I go. All the lassies say hello. Donald, where's your trousers? Donald, where's your trousers? Donald, where's your trousers? All right. Well, this next song is a Scottish song that everybody knows. It's a beautiful ballad, and I love playing it. I think NYU has uses this melody for their school song. Yon bonny bank, by yon bonny brae, where the sun shines bright on Loch Lomond, where me and my true love were ever want to go, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Oh, you'll take the high road and I'll take the low road. I'll be in Scotland before ye, and me and my true love will never meet again on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. there that we parted in yon shady glen. the steep, steep slope up in Lowland, and in the purple hue the highland hills we view, with the moon coming up in the gloaming. You'll take the high road and I'll take the low road. I'll be in Scotland before ye, and me and my true love will never meet again. All the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond, all the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Oh, thank you so much. Well, I also have been writing songs for my Irish or Irish shows over the years, many, and as well as for the Kerry Boys to record, and some of these are songs that have turned into staples for us over the years, and this is a fairly new one that's less well known. But I was thinking that I would combine two themes in Irish music that seem to be very popular: that of being a rover, the carefree life of a roving gypsy, and a rambler, which I'm not sure if they're slightly different or not, but I figured I'm going to put the two of them together and write a song called The Ramblin' Rover. And turns out that somebody beat me to it about 150 years ago. It's not a new concept, apparently, of a ramblin' rover. So anyway, this is my version of a ramblin' rover. They're waiting for me. Kept my brogues oil and I saved up my copper for the day when I would be ready to leave. I'd take to the back roads, the old walking paths, from the high country down to the sea. Stop in a town for a wee bit of work and a rambling rover I need. Yes, a rambling rover I need. When the time came, I kissed my dear mother, walked out the door, and I never looked back. With anticipation and slight trepidation, set off down the road with a heavy knapsack. I'd take to the back roads, the old walking paths, from the high country down to the sea. Stop in a town for a wee bit of work and a rambling rover I'd be. Yes, a rambling rover I'd be. Years rolling by, roads wearing thin, a touch of the melancholy entered my mind. No place of my own to hang up my hat, no wife, no little voices, no scruffy old cat. I'd take to the back roads, the old walking paths, from the high country down to the sea. Stop in a town for a wee bit of work and a rambling rover I'd be. Yes, a rambling rover I'd be. is all rendered and night drawing nearer. I look for a hollow to lay myself down. When you pass by me, think on me kindly, because as a rover I was well renowned. I take to the back roads, the old walking paths, from the high country down to the sea. Stop in a town for a wee bit of work, and a rambling rover I'd be. Yes, I take to the back roads, the old walking paths, from the high country down to the sea. Stop in town for a wee bit of work, and a rambling rover I'd be. Yes, a rambling rover I'd be. Well, it's time for another good old pub song, I think. And this is a song called The Wild Rover. We're doing a rover-themed mini set here. So this song is a classic because during the chorus, you get to clap 4 times, then twice, and then once. It goes like this. And it's no, nay, never. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, nay, never, no more. 1, 2, will I play the wild rover. 1, no, never, no more. That's it. I'll help you out. Well, I've been the wild rover for many a year. Spent all my money on whiskey and beer. Now I'm returning with golden gray store. Sure, I never will play the wild rover no more. And it's no, nay, never. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, nay, never, no more. 1, 2. Will I play the wild rover? 1, no, never, no more. I went into an alehouse I used to frequent. Told the landlady my money was spent. I asked her for credit, she answered me nay. Such a custom at yours I can get any day. And it's no, nay, never. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, nay, never, no more. 1, 2, will I play the wild rover? 1, no, never, no more. I reached into my pocket for sovereigns bright, and the landlady's eyes open wide with delight. She says I have whiskey and wines of the best, and the words that I spoke to her surely in jest. And it's no, nay, never. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, nay, never, no more. 1, 2, will I play the wild rover? 1, no, never, no more. I'll go back to my parents, confess what I've done. I'll ask them to pardon their prodigal son. Oh, and if they could arrest me as on time before, sure I never will play the wild rover no more. And it's no, nay, never. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, nay, never, no more. Will I play the wild rover? 1, no, never, no more. And it's no, nay, never. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, nay, never, no more. 1, 2, will I play the wild rover? 1, no, never, no more. Well, this next song is sort of an Irish classic, but technically it's Scottish and English song that is probably one of the most recognizable songs in the world, and it originally started as an instrumental called London Derriere in Scotland, and then the lyrics were added by an Englishman. So the combination put together created one of the most iconic songs of all times. This is a song called Danny Boy. Oh, Danny Boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the roses dying. 'Tis you must go while I must bide. But come me back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. 'Tis I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, oh, Danny boy, I love you so. But come ye back when all the flowers dying, and I am dead as dead I may well be. You'll come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and say an Ave there for me, and I will hear those soft tread above me, and on my grave will warmer, sweeter be. And then you'll kneel and tell me that you love me, that I will sleep in peace until you come to me. Oh, thank you so much. Well, I think we got to do another kind of fun song. This is a song called the Mountain Dew, and Mountain Dew is a nickname of Irish moonshine, also known as pochine. And well, this is a fun little song. It's easy to sing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sing it once for you. You're going to sing it right after me. I will pretend that I can hear you. All right, so here we go. I'm going to sing it once. This is called the Mountain Dew. Hi the diddly dum diddly dum diddly I diddly I day. Hi the diddly dum diddly dum diddly I diddly I day. Now you. Oh, anyway, I'm going to slow it down a little. Maybe by the end you'll have it. If you just kind of like twirl your tongue around, go la la la, chances are you'll get some of it. Hi the diddly dum diddly dum diddly I diddly I day. Hi the diddly dum diddly dum diddly I diddly I day. Let the grasses grow and the waters flow in a free and easy way, but give us enough of that rare old stuff that's brewed near Galway Bay. Our policemen all from Donegal, Sligo, Leitrim too. We'll give them a sip and we'll take a sip from the bucket of the Mountain Dew. Hi the diddly dum diddly dum diddly I diddly I day. I diddly-I-lum-diddly-lum-diddly, I diddly-I-day. At the foot of the hill, there's a deep hill still where the smoke curls up to the sky. By smoke and smell, you can plainly tell that's Frenchie brewing nearby. Fire fills the air with odors rare, betwixt both me and you. When home you stroll, you can take a bowl or a bucket of the Mountain Dew. I the diddly-I-lum-diddly, I diddly-I-day. I the diddly-I-lum-diddly, I diddly-I-day. Learned men who use the pen and broach your phrases high. Like sweet poaching from Ireland's green distilled from wheat and rye. Throw away your pills and cure all ills. Be a pagan Christian or Jew. Take off your clothes and grease your throats with a bucket of the Mountain Dew. I the diddly-I-lum-diddly, I diddly-I-day. 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 All right. Oh, I love that song. It took me 6 months to learn that word. That diddly, I can't even say it. But it took me a long time. Back in the old days, we would print out lyric sheets, and I would print these things out if I had a difficult song to learn, like that one, or let's say the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, which has 28 verses or some crazy thing, and I'd leave the sheet next to me while driving the car, and I'd work on one line at a time. Tricks of the trade, I'll tell you. Well, there are a few Irish songs that make it, or a few newer songs that make it into the Irish circuit as songs that would stand the test of time and are going to be part of the circuit forever. And this is one, a song called Galway Girl, and goes like this. Well, I took a stroll on the old long walk of the day. Met a little girl and we had a talk, a fine soft day. And I asked you, friend, what's a fella to do if her hair was black and her eyes were blue? Well, I knew right then I'd be taking a whirl round the Saltier prom with a Galway girl. We were halfway there when the rain came down of a day. Passed me up to her flat downtown of a soft fine day. And I ask you, friend, what's a fella to do if her hair was black and her eyes were blue? So I took her hand and I gave her a twirl, and I lost my heart to a Galway girl. When I woke up, I was all alone, with a broken heart and a ticket home. So I ask you now, tell me what would you do if my hair was black and her eyes were blue? Well, I've traveled around, I've been all over this world. Boys, I ain't never seen nothing like a Galway girl. A beautiful song by Steve Earle, which is made it into the standards list of the Irish circuit for sure. I think that was probably written about 20 years ago, 15 or 20 years ago. And I'm not sure who did it first. Probably Steve, of course. Well, let's play some more harmonica. Well, let's see. Oh, maybe not. Yes, why not? Now, this is a song that was written from a piece of paper that I found in my great grandfather's stuff. Excuse me, I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. Goodness. Save for posterity for all time. Sorry about that. So this is a song my great great grandfather traveled from New Brunswick to San Francisco, or Sausalito actually, around the Horn of South America by ship in the 1850s, and saved everything. And when my great grandfather died, a lot of his things passed to my parents, and we went through it, and all sorts of really interesting things in there, including letters from when the great fire happened in San Francisco. But one of the sort of oddities that was in there was half a piece of typing paper, and on it were typed the words, "Not drunk is he who from the floor can rise again and drink once more, but drunk is he who prostrate lies and cannot either drink nor rise." I thought that was a lovely chorus. And back in the old days, before the internet, you had to go and go to the library and look up famous quotes in Bartlett's Famous Quotations. So they probably still have one at the library there, so you can check that book out. And that's where you sort of cross-referenced famous sayings. Now, I could not find this anywhere, not in Bartlett's, and there was another book at the same time too. So anyway, I sort of stole it for this song. This is called The Sailor's Chant, and there's a spot at the end of that chorus that I just told you where you clap 3 times on 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to tap my guitar or count or something like that. It's hard to clap with a pick in hand. So anyway, this is The Sailor's Chant. It goes like this. Every sailing man drinks as much as he can when he has to set his feet upon dry land. But Chiplin has his rules, so as not to play the fool, and called them out as the landlord pours the fuel. Not drunk is he who from the floor can rise again and drink once more. Drunk is he who prostrate lies 2, 3, 4, and cannot either drink nor rise. Cannot either drink nor rise. Start of every round brings a thunderous sound when voices raise the first and flagons down. One by one the voices die, one by one they fall aside, till there's only one man left to raise the call. Not drunk is he who from the floor can rise again and drink once more. Drunk is he who prostrate lies and cannot either drink nor rise. Cannot either drink nor rise. Again and drink once more. Drunk is he who prostrate lies and cannot either drink nor rise. Cannot either drink nor rise. Morning after's real is sure to make him feel that even on land he's rolling with the to sail the sea once more. And at night they'll raise a toast to raising hell on land. I'm drunk as he who from the floor can rise again and drink once more. Drunk as he who prostrate lies and cannot either drink nor rise. Cannot either drink nor rise. All right. Well, I've been thinking about this song for quite a while. This is a sort of a traditional, I think it's technically an English song, but beautiful song that I've wanted to do all season. I haven't actually played it live yet. And so today's the day. This is a song, the first time I ever heard it was a version by James Taylor. And but it's been covered by an awful lot of people. There are a lot of different verses, a lot of different versions of this song. It's a beautiful song called "The Water Is Wide." Water is wide, I cannot swim o'er, neither have my wings to fly. Bring me a boat that will carry two, and both shall row. My love and I, a ship there is, she sails the sea. She's loaded deep, as deep can be, but not as deep as this love we're in. I cannot hope to sink or swim. Love is gentle and love is kind. The sweetest flower when first it's new, but love grows old and it waxes cold and fades away like morning dew. Water is wide, I cannot swim on, neither have I wings to fly. Bring me a boat that will carry two, and both shall row. My love and I, and both shall row. My love and I. Well, I'm finally glad I finally got that song in this season. We're halfway through the season, so hello again.
Hi, Pierce. That song is close to my heart.
Oh,
I'm so glad you did that one for us
oh,
today.
thank you,
I just
thank you.
wanted to say that. Thank you.
Well, we've got time for like two more. I'm gonna do. I've got to find another good old Irish pub song. Let's see. I'm thinking. Oh, here's one that's. Well, huh. We usually only play these songs in March, and I think technically most of them are maybe not even traditional Irish songs. Some of the Irish songs that we know are actually Tin Pan Alley songs from the United States. So anyway, I'm going to do a few of those that were I'm not sure whether are Tin Pan Alley or traditional Irish tunes, but I'm going to put a bunch of them together. So here we go. When Irish eyes are smiling, it's like a morning spring. In the look of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world seems bright and gay. But when Irish eyes are smiling, all they'll steal your heart away. Tora, Lora, Lora, Tora, Lora, lie. Tora, Lora, Lora, hush now, don't you cry. Tora, Lora, Lora, Tora, Lora, lie. Tora, Lora, Lora, that's an Irish lullaby. Oh, my wild Irish rose, the sweetest flower that grows. I've searched everywhere, but none can compare to my wild Irish rose. My wild Irish rose, the sweetest flower that grows. Someday for my sake, she may let me take the bloom from my wild Irish rose. Well, I'm looking over a four-leaf clover that I overlooked before. First there is sunshine, and next there is rain. Then came the flowers that bloom in the lane. No use explaining that one remaining is someone that I adore. I'm looking over a four-leaf clover that I overlooked before. Well, you know, there's always some shenanigans at St. Patrick's Day. So here's the version of this song that's only sung on March 18th. I'm getting over the worst hangover that I ever had before. First there was whiskey and then there was gin. Next came the beer with that green stuff in. No use explaining that what's remaining is all on the kitchen floor. I'm getting over the worst hangover that I ever had before. I wasn't sure whether to do that. It might have been a little too silly, but that's all right. You know, this is a time for some silliness. So thank you, everybody, for coming in. I've got one more song for you, and thanks to Sarah and the library for having me back. And happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. And this is a song that is used at the end of a long pub night to kind of wind things down. So is there something you'd like to say before I do that?
Just a quick shout out to Mike Cuoco, our generous sponsor, and Clinton Insurance Center for supporting this program today. I'd be remiss if I didn't say it. Thank you to them as well.
And thank you. I will say it too. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Pierce. Thank you.
Well, thank you. And I see there's like 25 chats, so I might have to try and check those out when I'm done. But I'm not sure if I'll get to them. But anyway, thank you, everybody, for all your comments and for coming by and having some fun. All right, take care. Oh, of all the money that e'er I've had, I spent it in good company. Oh, and all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me. But all I've done for want of wit, all to memory now, I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Oh, if I had money enough to spend and leisure time to sit a while, there is a fair maid in this town my heart enthrall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. But since it falls unto my lot, oh, that I should rise and you should not, I will gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be with you all. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much. Thanks to the librarian. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Take care. Thank you.
Thanks, Ken Pierce. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll look forward to next time.
Hasta la vista. Thank you so much.
And happy St. Patrick's Day, of course.
Thank you, you too. Bye-bye, everybody.